Can you just tell us, man, what does it kind of mean to host another regionals yet again?
This is like Christmas Day, my birthday, and St. Patrick's Day, all rolled into one. It's my favorite day of the year. This never gets old. I remember talking to Sarah Patterson. She did it for 36 years, and I think she got in 36 times. And this is our 20th in a row, and believe me, it never gets old seeing Alabama up on that TV screen.
What do you kind of think of your draw? What do you think of those teams that y'all got?
Well, we're really pleased. You know, this was supposed to be a down year for us, and we're the 12th seed nationally, so who knows? I think we had some really, really good wins down the stretch. I told a bunch of friends and colleagues that I thought we needed to go 6-4 out of the last 10, and we did that with the sweep of A&M at home. That put us above them. And you know, we had a good win at the SEC tournament against Auburn, played really tough against Florida. Really, it was 2 hits that beat us. They were both home runs, but we were right there with them. And I'm just looking forward to the postseason. I'm really glad that our seniors get to play at home one more time, at least.
And so, obviously, there was kind of a slow start to the season this year, but what was it kind of like to see your team, click towards the end and be able to ensure that y'all got that home regional?
I mean, believe me, their backs were against the wall, and I think they knew that. And our hitting came along probably around April 1st. We started to hit a little bit more. We had a couple injuries to 2 key players. We had people step in, do what they needed to do. It was next person up. And then at the very end, Bailey got hot. Alyssa and Demi were hot. And we ended up being number 2 in the league in hitting. And it really carried us down the stretch.
What's kind of the message to the team as you're kind of getting prepared for the regionals?
Well, don't take it for granted. Respect everyone. Now that, all these teams on this sheet, they either won their tournament, won their conference, or got an at-large bid because somebody said they deserve it. And they're obviously one of the top 64 teams in the country. So no matter who you face, it doesn't matter who it is, they're going to be good. And it's kind of neat. Middle Tennessee's coming. Wisconsin, I can't remember if they've come to a tournament here, but that's somebody new. And then obviously Oregon State, they came to regionals, I think it was way back in 2001 or 2, a long time ago. And they're a Pac-12 team, and they're going to be a good team because they see great competition week in and week out.
What was it like to see so many SEC? Obviously, the SEC is one of the better conferences, but what is it like to see so many SEC teams?
All 13 again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just unbelievable the strength of our league. And we knew that there was a log jam between about 8 to 16, actually. I think Arizona was a host, but I don't remember who else was a non-SEC host. So credit to everybody in the SEC for having a great year because, we're 13 for 13 2 years in a row.
What does that say about the league that the SEC has had this much success 2 years in a row?
Well, I think it just keeps getting better, and a lot of schools have invested into their facilities. I mean, we played up at Missouri for the SEC tournament. That was a $17 million year-old stadium. Texas A&M spent $28 million on a brand new one. Got to play Auburn at home, sweat them. They're hosting the SEC tournament next year. So I just think it's a perfect storm for the sport. Good weather. Really good players, coaches, and then the athletic directors have said, this is a sport that has fan potential, and so they're putting money into facilities, and I think it's a win-win for every softball player, whether she's 5 or about to graduate college, because when somebody has a new facility, I think it helps everybody.
Coach, all throughout the year, you guys have played really strong at home, but how advantageous is it to be able to host a regional and be in front of these great fans at Rhodes?
Well, hopefully we sell, 3,000 tickets again, and because a lot of teams, when they come here, you want it to feel like a postseason event. And sometimes when we've gone on the road, to be honest, it hasn't felt like that. It just feels like an away game at somebody's park. We want it to feel like it's the national tournament, and that means a lot of people making a lot of noise. And to give the other teams a great experience, being great fans, nothing nasty or, our quality Alabama experience, and that's what I hope they get.
Yeah, you guys are coming off just a close game against Florida. You took down Auburn in the SEC championship. I know your girls are hungry. I know they are. Tell me about what you want to see them improve on in this
number
regional.
one probably is we have to eliminate a lot of our freebies. And that's been told many, many times. We've got to eliminate the freebies, the walks and the errors we need to get rid of. And then on the other side of that, I think we need to keep hitting. We've hit well down the stretch. our top 4 or 5 in the lineup have been really good, and then we've seen some flashes of good stuff from the bottom, but we need all 9 to contribute. And it doesn't have to be a hit. It can be a walk, it can be a hit by pitch. Just get on base and turn the lineup over.
Yeah, in summary, just doing this job for so many years, to see your team get called as a seed, does it ever get old? How are you feeling after all this?
No, it's incredible. You know, we're 20 for 20 now. This is the 14th straight year that we've hosted a regional. I mean, just to say that just sounds weird. It's just, I'm really, really proud of everybody, past and present, all the staffers that put in a lot of work. Obviously, the people that buy the tickets, that's why we get to host too, because it's a great experience for the other teams. But this is just a great night to remember because we're 20 for 20.
Awesome. Anything else you'd like to add?
Thanks a lot.
Okay.